Reason 1206 for living outside of what's considered normal. Like I live out here in the desert, right? And it's a whole bunch of a lot of nothing. I mean, there are some neighbors out here, and everybody kind of owns a little chunk of land, and the more distance you have between people, the better they are as neighbors. I mean, because sometimes you never even have to look at them or or talk to them. But yeah, most everybody is pretty cool though. I like my neighbors. The other thing I like about this is like I'm digging a pond, right? I didn't ask for a permission slip. I just said, hey, I have a pick and I have shovels and I want a fish pond right here in this garden, and so that's what I'm doing, right? Because if you're self-responsible, you don't have to ask permission from other people to do the things that you want to do on private property. Now, if you're expecting it to be a publicly recognized property that people can visit and feel that somebody else is responsible for them, that's different. But out here, you just need to be self-responsible. You know, nobody else is responsible for you. But that's kind of fun because like as I'm digging this hole, um, these are rocks that you're finding out in the desert, and I mean they're washed, right? And these rocks haven't been here in this spot, um, for like the last 10 years. They were farther up on the hill, but just all sorts of cool rocks. I mean, like um, neat stuff. And I found, after when doing the excavation over here to raise this area up, I I found the pocket of like the cross sectional of where all this material came from, or where a lot of it came from. And so we're going to time travel into a whole new space and time where a cross sectional cut is found on the landscape. So we have like a layer of mud over the top that has laid itself in a way of erosion. The water used to just run across this and wash down into the river. But you can see this is like a heavy clay layer all the way through here. Like those striations, those are from a big excavator ripping into this to try to get it back that far. So we have a lot of cat litter right here. I mean, if you need cat litter, this is the place to come, right? But this is the really neat spot, to me anyway. It's got a pocket here, and there's all these really cool rocks that are suspended in the sand layer. And I'm at 1600, where we're at right now is at about 1650 feet of elevation. So for the sandbar, either the water was really, really high for a long time, or what I think it was this area. This used to be like this, but down much lower. And then when the plates shifted and formed this ridge that I live on, I'm on the north slope of this ridge. It pushed the waterbed up, and then as all of this stuff was happening, and then we had like a mud flood of some kind that washed right over the top of the ripples that had made these ridges. So, but anyway, yeah, this has been really kind of fun to dig through. The main thing I've found of like real interest was carnelian. I had a homeschool group come here, and I asked the kids if they've ever done any mining, and they said no, I don't think so. And I said, all right, well, so what we're gonna do is, like all of this, you have to chisel it to get it off the wall. But the stuff that's fallen down here already, I take and you scoop that up, and then you put it into the apocalyptic rock and sand separator. And I told the kids, I said, all right, if you see a rock that you like, you say mine, and you grab it, right? And that's what mining is. And so they had a good time doing that. But yeah, anyway, this is so a big wide path of this, about 80 feet wide, was taken out, and I created the terrace that we were just on. And but yeah, it's kind of a cool feature, and kind of a neat little thing to be able to share with people that want to come up and learn a little bit about geology and homesteading and permaculture and yoga and meditation. Oh my! So if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Let your friends know about it, because your friends might be interested in the same stuff you are.